Greetings, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome to another fun, short video that I enjoy making and I hope you enjoy watching. And today we're doing something that for some reason I've never done before, which is astounding considering how long I've been making content and how much of my content used to revolve around this sort of content. And that is going through the subreddit r/suddenlygay. Now, I have no idea how I've not made a video about this before. I have no idea why I've not made a video about this before, but I had a lot of fun going through this subreddit, and I hope you have a lot of fun looking at what I found with me. So basically, if you don't know what r/suddenlygay is, it's basically just people saying stuff where they are not gay, they're not queer, but it comes across as very queer, and it's quite funny. It's kind of like accidental ally, but like instead of being an ally, they're gay, you know, if that makes sense, and stuff along those sorts of lines. It's just a little silly, fun, gay time. So I thought that it would be fun to go through that together. And if you enjoy this video, please do not forget to hit subscribe. I am here a couple times a week and I would love to see you again. I am trying to hit 500k by the end of the year, so I appreciate it greatly. And also, while you're down there, if you do like this video, please do not forget to leave a like and comment to let me know, and maybe I'll do another one of these or something like it. Okay, so let's get into some people being suddenly gay. Happy Pride Month to my dad. When I came out as bi to him, this man Googled what it meant, looked at me and said, "Oh yeah, you get that from me. You'd have far more siblings if I only shagged women," and went right back to his work emails. That's glorious. That's so funny. But also, sir, use protection. Like, that implies that he was also not safe while having sex with men. And sir, you absolutely should have been using protection for both any encounters with men and women. Pregnancy still should not have been so much of an option. But I respect this way of just coming out like this. I can only imagine the look on this person's face when he was met with this. Imagine coming out to your dad and you're like, "I'm bi. I'm attracted to men and women. I don't care about the gender of the people I date." And your dad just looks at you and go, "Oh yeah, I used to fuck a lot of men." How do you, how do you respond to that? You kind of just go, "Okay, a little bit too much information there," but like, that's hilarious. I don't know whether to like burst out laughing or just be like, "Cool, great, good, okay. Glad we had this chat," because that's hilarious. That's so funny. Brilliant. 10 out of 10. Happy Pride Month to him indeed. I'm not saying Wanda cheated, but Wanda cheated. And it's Wanda from Fairly Odd Parents. And then that guy that I don't remember, but whom is like her ex and he's like in love with her. I don't remember his name. And then their baby. And I love the reply being, "Cosmo's the one who gave birth. He cheated." Exactly. So true. That's actually what this whole thing was this whole time, is that he wasn't trying to get back with Wanda. He was actually in love with Cosmo and trying to like distract from that by pretending he was in love with Wanda because he just needed to be close to Cosmo, but he didn't want to let him know that he had a crush on him. So this was his way of distracting the situation. And then eventually he got the message and they ended up hooking up and now they have a baby together and Wanda doesn't know. I think that's really clearly the only explanation for the events that took place. Obviously, Fairly Odd Parents is obviously a very queer show, obviously. I don't remember much about the show at all. I used to fucking love it though. I loved this show as a kid. I don't remember much about it, but you know, I'm saying this as canon. So sorry, Wanda. I apologize. I'm sorry I had to find out this way. At least once a month, I think about the girl from my high school AP psych class who is like, "We shouldn't allow gay people to get married because then all of the girls would want to marry a girl and the population would die out because we would all want to marry girls, right?" Carl, I'm so sorry that you had to find out this way, but no, that's not true. This is the thing, right? And I see like lesbians talk about this, in which a lot of lesbians don't realize they're lesbians because culture and idea around like women are so pretty, women are beautiful, all women are great, all women are beautiful, and men are all pigs. And sex with men is boring and bad and they don't care about us and we don't like really care about them. We just tolerate them. And I've seen that whole idea that comes from a lot of women makes a lot of lesbians think that the way they feel about men is just how straight women feel about men, which, you know, fair enough. I understand how that may play a role in not realizing that you're a lesbian. And I feel like it really did a number on this girlie here in the similar way of like being like, we all just marry men because We have to, right? That's just like what we were told to do. No one really likes men. We all appreciate how wonderful and beautiful and brilliant women are. Obviously, we can all agree on that. And a lot of straight women do speak like that. So I understand how you may have gotten confused. And I hope she's figured it out. And I hope she's doing well, has come to terms with her sexuality, and has settled down. My girlfriend put makeup on me for Halloween, and a guy at the bar yelled at me, "Your makeup looks good as fuck. You killed it." Now I understand how girls feel when someone compliments them. I felt so fucking beautiful. Then he tried to finger me. We've been dating for a few weeks now. She just did her boyfriend's makeup all nice and good, and he felt good about himself. He got a compliment, and then he left her to be with some man that he met at a bar. Ouch. That would hurt a little bit, I think. Being broken up with for them to date someone they met and got fingered by at a bar. But hey, she did a top-notch job of makeup, at least, you know? And this encounter seemed to help him figure out his sexuality. Whether it's real or not remains uncertain. I'm leaning probably towards it's not real. However, it is funny, so I'm going to pretend that it is. All right. I don't need people in my comments being like, you always take things too seriously and think that they're real. I don't care. It's more fun to go along with things as though they're real. Nothing is an original experience, right? Like, just because someone is making it up doesn't mean it's a made up scenario. Doesn't mean it's never happened. So even if things are made up, I'm gonna act as though they're real, because even if it didn't happen to this person, it most likely has happened to someone else at some point. So if my wife can't do laundry, then I'd rather marry a fellow man, because then we'd have a lot of interesting things to talk about, like football. It's so funny, bro. The way these men talk about women is so wild to me. Like, no one is making you marry a woman. No one is making you do any of that. If you would rather spend your time with a man, if you want to marry a man, no one is stopping you, bro. Fucking go for it. Good riddance. Like, you should be able to wash your own laundry and cook your own food and look after yourself. You're a grown-ass man. You should get married because you enjoy the company of someone, not because you enjoy the labor that they do for you. So if you don't enjoy the company of women and you don't want to be around women and you like being around men and having relationships and bonds with men, marry a man. Marry a man. You'll be so much happier. We'll be so much happier. It works out for everyone. So I hope you take this advice to heart, because there's a lot of men who should abide by this. Yeah, a lot of men view relationships as power more than about equality. So, you know, it's a whole thing. A lot of people like look at these misogynistic men and kind of turn it into these jokes though, right? Of being like, lol, why do you even date women? Just date men. It'll be better for everyone. And it's like, I agree. I get what you mean. I get where you're coming from. But the problem is that they view relationships as like a power thing. They want to be with someone who does things for them. They think that they would never be in a relationship with a man actually, because they actually respect men. Like, they don't want to be in a relationship with an equal. They want to be in a relationship with a servant. So that's why they'll never be with men, because a relationship has no value if they're not benefiting from their labor. These guys were flirting, so my boyfriend had to step in, and they're holding up a phone that says tits, and then it pans to her boyfriend, and he is nodding and looking at them and undoing his shirt, and then he flashes them, and then they start cheering and being like, hell yeah, woo! But like, joke's on you here. They may have been talking to him in the first place. We don't know. Is this suddenly gay, or were they already gay to begin with? Their sign could have been for both of them. Maybe they didn't care. Either her or him. They don't mind. They reacted strongly to this. They weren't like mad or upset or anything. They were like, hell yeah, tits, let's fucking go. I don't care who they're on as long as I see them. Which I respect. Is it suddenly gay, or is it already bisexual? Beta male. So where do you want to go? Alpha male. You're going to have the best night of your life. I'll see you at 9 p.m. Wear that tight red dress. And someone quote tweeted with, I legit had to reread this several times before I realized it wasn't intended to be a conversation between the beta male and the alpha male. Yeah, same. That's how this format usually goes. And it works in this scenario as well. Like, that's so fucking funny. Beta males are like, where do you want to go? And the alpha male is just like, I'm going to take you out. Wear that nice dress. You're gonna have the best night of your life. Like, yeah, this would be a conversation between an alpha male and a beta male. They are gay and in love. confirmed. That is what's happening in this conversation. I love that. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. I'm happy for them. I hope that they have a happy life together and leave women the hell alone. Dear 30-something lady with the license plate M4M4 Bear, I am sorry Mama Bear was taken, but you have made a terrible mistake. Oh no. Oh no. That's so funny. That's so funny. I love when people do things like this and they don't know the alternate meaning. They don't really know what they've done. She's just like, Mama Bear, obviously, and Mama Bear is taken, so this is the way I'm gonna do it. And you wouldn't think to check if that meant anything. Why would you think to check that? You're not gonna do that. It doesn't seem like it would matter. Like, you know that fours are used for A's, so you're just gonna do that. But unfortunately, in this instance, we are we are saying gay men for bears, right? Like, I mean, maybe that was intentional. Maybe it's her son's car. Maybe it's her husband's car. Maybe it was a gift from someone who regularly borrows the car and it's for his benefit. Maybe, I don't know. I hope she knows, or I hope she doesn't know. Let her not know, because personalized number plates are fucking expensive, and she can just keep driving around innocent and oblivious to what her license plate says, I think, because everyone else gets a good giggle out of it, and I think that, you know, potentially she'd get a good laugh out of it, but she also might not. That's so funny. That's so funny. I feel like this event was born out of a lie that got out of hand. And it's the luge? Is that what it's called? I don't know. The one where you're like lying on a sled thing and going down a ramp. And this one is, there's two people. And so the one at the bottom is lying real stiff straight. And then there's someone on top of him, like directly on top of him, like back to his front, holding on. And the tweet with it is so funny. Like, I feel like this was a lie that got out of hand. Like, yeah, that's so fucking funny. It's like when people go to hospital and say like, I fell on it, as they pull like a toy truck out of his ass. Like, the amount, I love hearing that that's like a legit thing that happens a lot, of like men showing up to hospitals with like random shit up their ass and go, I fell on it. Like, bro, no one believes you. Just be honest. Your lie is doing nothing. Like, I know it makes you feel better about yourself, but I can't figure out how, because I honestly feel like doing it on accident is more embarrassing than doing it on purpose. Like, I truly just think doing it on accident is more embarrassing. Like, I don't know how you fall on something at the angle that shoves it all the way up your ass, but like, that's kind of embarrassing of you. If you're doing it on purpose, like, own up to it. They all know you're doing it on purpose anyway. But it's kind of giving that energy. People walked in and were like, what are you doing? They're like, sports. Obviously, we're practicing sports. This is like how, you know, we're coming up with this sport that we're doing, that we love. We do it a lot. We're just like practicing the formation and the form for it. Like, we gotta like figure out this teamwork and like build up our core strength and like figure this out. So why aren't you wearing any clothes? We didn't want them to get dirty. God, we're making clothes, we're making uniforms. We just didn't have any clothes that were suitable for this particular sport right now, okay? Leave us alone. And that is how this sport was created. Here is some music, just like a music score, and it's a bunch of semiquavers, and it says, "Suddenly very gay." I love some of the music terminology. It's fantastic. It's so funny. I love that means like you get lively. I just love that it's not changed over time. Music sheet words have remained. Like, there's like Latin words and stuff that are still used in music, and it's like universal. And I find that really interesting and really cool, and also quite funny in situations like this, because you wouldn't say that. And if you're like explaining to someone how to play this, like, someone's gonna sit down to play this and then they're gonna say to their piano teacher, like, what does that mean? Because they're not gonna know what that means, and you have to then change the definition to be like, lively, play it lively. But they're not gonna change it on the music, because this is the word, this is what you use it for, and it's never gonna change. And I'm just kind of obsessed with how like eternal music language is. It's great. It's brilliant. And we get gems like this. How fantastic. Those were some suddenly gay memes and posts and things. I had a fun time. I hope that you did also. If you did, once again, do not forget to hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. A huge thank you to my Kiwi Cat patrons. Aurora, Sienna, Alicia, Mirielle, Bree, Bay the Trucker, Chastity, Beckett, Prismatic Petey, Sushi, Uh-Oh, It's Crigolo, Phil the Duck, River, Queen Glimmer, Ella, Mr. Noodle, Radsack, Knitting Menace, Samuel, Chris, Ellie, Alexis, and Bobby. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If anyone else would like to become a patron, you go to patreon.com/savvycat. For as little as £1 a month, you get my videos 1 to 5 days early and with no ads for those days. And for £3 and up, you get a whole bunch more as well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah. When you close your eyes, you replace